Good evening, and welcome to the Black Doll Affair. That's how I'm going to start all my videos from now on. Good evening, and welcome to the Black Doll Affair. Okay, so I literally have just left a Black Doll Affair. It is 11 o'clock at night, ironically, my favorite time on the clock, 11, and was inspired by two people. Was inspired by Oprah Winfrey, and more importantly, inspired by my black doll, my black honorary doll, my doll of honor, Nicole Farrell. Nicole Farrell is a doll that I consider a soulmate. I won't talk to her like she's not watching or viewing. Nicole, thank you for being a soulmate and inspiration to me. You always give me the kudos for being there for you. But I think tonight we were there for each other. Okay, so having said that, we just left a Black Doll Affair where it was a merry mingle. Merry mingles are socials where we get together and we up the ante on the dolls that we donate, but we get together and do something cool. Tonight, we got together to discuss a quote, which I have to give credit to Nicole. What's Nicole's name? Not Nicole Farrell. Nicole, a girlfriend, one of my coworkers. Damn it, Nicole, I can't think of your last name. But I have to give her credit because she brought me this quote that basically asked the question. I don't remember the quote. I'm not going to try to quote it. But just basically asked the question, why do we work as hard as we do, only to die having never lived? And I thought, oh, God, that's good. Oh, that's good. So I got the babies together. Mom and Doll got the babies together, and we got together, as we always do, philanthropically. And I thought it'll be in the spirit of Oprah's Super Soul Sunday, and we will get together and have a conversation of legacy, which is what the dolls do so very often. And a conversation of legacy is very simply Black dolls getting together to change the world for Black women and girls through conversation. So in that conversation, we pontificated, why do we work so hard for the money only to die having really lived? So met up at Starbucks. Thank you, Lauren Singleton, for the VIP table at Starbucks at Piedmont. Thank you, Starbucks at Piedmont, for rolling out the VIP carpet for the Black dolls. At any rate, we were tasting Oprah's chai tea. Hashtag Oprah's chai tea. And as any tea bag, traditional tea bag has, Oprah, as any traditional tea bag has, they have a quote. Well, Oprah doesn't have a tea bag quote hanging because you don't actually get a tea bag, but you do get tea, and you do get the cup cooler, koozie, whatever you want to call these, and they have a quote on them. So I decided for everybody there, let's put those quotes in a bag, and then whatever you grab out of that bag is your fate. Ironically, as fate would have it, I got this quote from the great Miss Oprah Winfrey. Can you see this? Can you see this? Can y'all dig it? Yes, I dig it. Damn, I need a nail polish job, don't I? Ah, damn, y'all wasn't supposed to see that. Anyway, I'm just keeping it real. We are keeping it real with Miss Hill. Getting back to it. Okay, it just means I've been working on the railroad. I've been on the move. Okay, stay focused, Dane, stay focused. So mine says, you are here not to shrink down to less, but to blossom into more of who you really are. Honestly, this is not the quote I wanted. Carmen Electra, that's not her real name. My black doll Carmen, who doesn't like to, oh my God, that's so her real name. Carmen doesn't like to have her real name put out on the internet. So officially, Carmen, you are now officially Carmen Electra and or Carmen Camera. Inside joke. Okay, stay focused. I really only had tea. I didn't have anything else, believe it or not. This is just me and all of who I am. So this isn't the quote I wanted. But then on the way home, having spent 2 hours later, after the Black Doll affair, sitting in my car talking to Nicole Doll about life and our reasons for being and purpose, I knew that I had to go back to a blog, a video blog, that I've been too afraid to send. And why have I been too afraid to send it? I'll tell you why. Because I didn't want to offend. You guys, my sole purpose for being is love. I don't always get it, but I do try to know it. And so, such a crybaby. I'm such a crybaby. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. Okay, so love is what I'm trying to figure out. I really am trying to figure that out. I'm trying to love the girl in the mirror, in the video, and the girl next door, right? And everybody in between. And so that is what the Black Doll Affair is all about. And so when I put this blog together, it was June 5th, first dated June 5th. And it was a video blog, and then it was a letter, because I love to write, an open letter to Black women, Black dolls. And it was an open letter about our curvaceous status. And after I wrote this very poignant letter, after I taped this very poignant video blog, I decided not to send it. And I decided not to send it because of fear. Why else don't you do something? Because fear talks you out of doing it. But I did. I decided not to send it because I thought, I don't know that they're going to understand where I'm coming from. I don't know that they will completely see me. And what I don't want to happen is for them to see my fit self talking about something that I am not. All right. So clearly we're talking about obesity. Clearly we're talking about this trend. Not clearly. So let's just go into it. I am talking about a trend. A scam, really. I am talking about the latest scam on Black women. And it is My Curves. There is a movement called My Curves that is sweeping the Black nation and Black women. And, you know, when we're young, we get called Miss Jackson if we're nasty. And we get away with false terms like my beautiful curves and, oh, girl, I'm plus size. And the fact of the matter is when we get older, those terms die to phrases like, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, you're dying of diabetes and heart disease and high blood pressure. And I want us to not buy into that scam. It is the latest scam sweeping the Black nation. We have caught on to this thing called I'm curvaceous to the degree that we are crowning queens. I mean, literally crowning Black women as overweight queens as if it's something to be proud of. And it's not something to be proud of. You know, there is a clear difference between being curvaceous and being obese. And let's talk about that. I get it. I get the sex appeal of a belly dancer's muffin top. I get it. I want it. I get the sex appeal of the fullness of a thick sister's thighs. Beyonce. I get it. I want it. I get the sex appeal of the heftiness of a large set of breasts. I get it. I want it. I get the plumpness of a brown round. I get it. I want it. You know, all of that says I am woman. I get that. But when you get the diagnosis of heart disease, that says I'm too much woman and it's killing me. And that is what I want everybody to get. You know, at the end of the day, clearly, what I have had to come to, and what was my aha moment with this. What was Oprah trying to teach me with this quote? My aha moment was this. At the end of the day, I am not here to be your cheerleader to crown you as the overweight queen. That's not what I'm here for. I am here as your mama doll. And I am the person that you entrusted to a higher standard of you. I am the person that you signed up to remind you of your beauty. And so I cannot skate around these types of pop-ups in our society that's scamming you. Doll. It is a scam. Being curvaceous is a long, far journey from obesity. And it is just another way for someone to sell a product. And as a publicist, I understand that fully. I do. I get it fully. The buy-ins that we're asked to buy into. But as a woman filled with nothing but love in her heart, who started a movement to remind Black girls of their beauty, I cannot sit back and let that blog collect us and or this message to you. I know that you have a love affair with food. I get it. But what you need to get is that food doesn't have a love affair with you. It just does not. And the way we have to look at it as Black women is that it's pimping you. Your love affair with food is dysfunctional, and it's like being in a dysfunctional relationship with a pimp. And that pimp has got you out on the street promoting terms like, I love my curves. There ain't a damn thing wrong with curves, unless, of course, they take the turn of killing you. And since we as Black women lead in heart disease, we have got to get control of this scam and get in front of it and understand that, sister, you're not curvaceous, you're fat. And I don't say that in a negative way. I say that in a wake up moment way. Because Tony Robbins says something that I live my life by. Human beings operate in a pain-pleasure principle. As long as we are relating something, an act, pleasurable, we're never going to change it. And as soon as we relate pain to what we were initially getting pleasure for, automatically it changes. What does that mean? It means you can see somebody dying of emphysema smoking a cigarette. And you're like, what the hell? Seriously? You're dying of emphysema. Dude, what is the problem? It doesn't make sense, right? Well, it does if you buy into the pain-pleasure principle. And what is the pain-pleasure principle? If nothing more than we do what we relate pleasure to. And the minute that stops being pleasurable, then we stop doing it. And so I am here not to call you out, not to call you names, not to put you out there. I am there to love you back to wellness, because you can't get well. You can't be fixed as long as you are telling yourself you're not broken. And so since we as Black women are leading in heart disease, this is a PSA for the American Heart Association. I am on board with letting every Black girl and woman out there know it's time. Dull, obesity will break your energy first. No, let me rephrase that, because this is important. Obesity will break your energy and zest for life first. And it will have you fighting for your life second. And that's real. That is the bottom straight line. No ifs, no big buts, no curves about it. At the end of the day, when we're young, we can get away with terms like, I'm curvaceous. When we get older, that term will die to phrases like, no, baby, that's not a toy. That's Big Mama's wheelchair so that she can get around the house. And we all have a Big Mama in our house who has a wheelchair and or a scooter to get around the house because her curves turned into fat pockets and her fat pockets turned into heart disease. And then heart disease turns into the Black family arriving at a casket way too soon. So I am going to end this blog and say that please remember, and the reason why I've chosen this Polaroid is I get it. I get it. I understand that we're all trying to be picture perfect. I understand that ultimately we're all trying to be the best that we can be. But we have to remember that our best is putting our best foot forward, not hiding behind scams that pretend that we're putting our best foot forward. It's going to take work. It's going to take workouts. It is going to take changing the relationship you're in with food. Fall in love with something else because food does not love you back. I love you. I'm Mama Doll. I am the founder of the Black Doll Affair. I am not here to call you out. I am not here to call you fat. I am here to use some very popular terms that are being promoted as good and turning them into bad, relating pain to those popular, pleasurable terms so that you can really, without false pretense, be the best doll that you can be. All right? I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I always will. And I have intentions to remind you of your beauty and hope and pray that this video does that. I love you. And I'll see you in the next video blog. Picture perfect. Being the best you that you were born to be.